As you might have guessed by the title, I am developing a game called Feradeus. Not anything too special if you've been browsing the internet, but maybe it will capture your interest regardless. My goal with this series of devlogs is to teach you the lessons I am learning during the development of my game, so that you won't make the same mistakes as I am. However, since this is the first episode, I will instead introduce this game to you and explain some of the history behind it. Now, what is Feradeus? In quick summary, Feradeus is a game about survival and hunting of monsters in an ever-shifting world. You start the game from your hometown, where you will accept a quest related to gathering resources by slaying a specific type of monster. After accepting the quest, you will leave through the town's gate and look for that monster. A quest can take multiple in-game days, so you will have to set up campfires and find food along the way. Your inventory is also limited, meaning you have to be thoughtful about which items you bring with you. Oh, and did I mention if your character dies, they're gone forever? But don't worry, there will be plenty of other characters to play as. Though they do all have their own character traits and stories, so make sure to not get too attached. Once you have found the monster you were looking for and defeated it, you will be able to return home and reap the rewards. Then you can start a new quest and leave through the town gate. But hold on, what's this? This is different from before. That's right, the wild in this game is randomly generated and it changes each time you embark on a new quest. It is one of the many mysteries behind the world of Feradeus. Of course, all these are just concepts. I haven't actually got to program all of this, but I welcome you to join me on my journey to do so. As for myself, I am a mere student who is very passionate about game design. I am studying media and communication and have been dreaming about making my own game ever since I was a child. Heck, I would say I have a bigger passion for game design than actually playing games. There's something exhilarating about bringing your own idea to life, but at the same time creating an experience for others that may stick with them for a few minutes, and for others for a lifetime. Feradeus isn't my first project. I have worked on smaller and big games before, however, I never really finished the bigger games, only the smaller ones. I also have to be honest, I don't really consider myself a programmer. I can program, it is just not the part that I enjoy about development. I am mostly interested in the design process, and I love the challenge of figuring out how to give the player the exact experience that I'm looking for. As a kid, I would therefore often resort to making card and board games that I play with friends, since I wasn't really that good at programming. To fully understand Feradeus, one has to understand Feradeus. Feradeus is a game project I worked on for around 1 to 2 years. I don't want to go into detail about what the game was. Maybe we'll make a video about it one day. But for now, just know that what made this project special was that its open source nature. I wanted to make a big game, and to make a big game I needed a lot of people. But I don't have that money, so instead I tried to build up a system that would allow anyone over the internet to participate in the development of this game, regardless of how much experience they have. This sort of worked. The Discord server grew into a pretty large size and we slowly formed a very close community. However, there was one glaring issue among many others. No programmers. Or almost none. After more than a year and embarrassingly still not having finished a single minimum viable product, I quit this project that had become a thorn in my eye and at least temporarily dropped the idea of making large-scale video games. But then suddenly a bombshell dropped onto the development industry. You've probably become sick of hearing this by now, but ChatGPT. ChatGPT was able to write code, the exact thing that I had been struggling with. This was exciting, so I thought, why not see if I can make a little game using it? So I spent a few days streaming this little experiment, and I was blown away. I then made a promise to myself that if I am able to create a full playable prototype, I will pick up game development again, and so it happened. Finally I am working on a game, and I'm actually making a good amount of progress. In fact, I would go as far as to say that programming is not the most challenging aspect of development anymore. On top of that, despite Feradeus' failure, it had taught me a massive amount of lessons when it came to video game production. And those experiences would prove themselves to be worthwhile once I finally started a new project. Everything from how to manage, find and motivate a team, to what engine I should choose, and how to stay calm under pressure, were things I had learned or at least gotten better at from the Feradeus experience, and I hope to share some of those experiences as well as some of the new ones I will be making with you in the upcoming devlogs. One last thing before I end the video, just like Feradeus is also open for anyone to participate. However, since I do want to at least try to make this into a job or part-time, I decided to make this project commercial, which means any participation will be seen as a type of donation or volunteer work. Although I do have planned to add rewards, and everyone who participates will of course be credited. This means that you can actually join me on making this game, if you so desire. If you want to support the game directly through participating, I highly recommend joining the Discord server where you can submit work that you hope to be added to the game. This could be anything from monster and character designs to story ideas and pixel art. I also sometimes stream my work on Twitch, where you can watch me working on this game live. If you're not interested in participating in development but still want to support in some way, there's also of course a donation link in the description. Last but not least, there is also a link to a website in the description. There you can find more information about Feradeus and how to participate. Thank you for watching.